of speed and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Hello there everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome to my F1 24 career mode. We are back, it's round 10, and we are at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. We have had a win at Silverstone and a podium at Spa, and we're hoping here we can take another nibble out of George Russell's championship lead. At the moment, he's got bigger problems with Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris making their intentions known. However, Norris had a DNF in Spa, so he's a little bit on the back foot arriving here, but so far so good for him in Q1. Not so good for us in P9, but now we're into Q2, and look at the way I attack the Lesmo corner. Although I could have used the outside a bit more, but we used too much outside. And wide it goes, compromising our lap in Q2, but we have got enough time to go again. So that is what I'm going to do. We are going to try again to see if we can get ourselves into the top 10. It is a better lap. Where is it going to put us? Only just in P10, and we just about stay there as Carlos Sainz is not able to displace us, and now we're in Q3 attacking Ascari, giving it everything we've got as we head down the back straight, using all of our overtake to try and salvage this lap into the Parabolica, bit wide on the entrance, let the car run out wide. I don't think that was brilliant round there. It's not a perfect lap, and in fact it is only good enough for P9. That is simply not good enough if we're mounting a championship challenge. Thankfully, title leader Russell is only 5th, but Charles Leclerc is on pole, and look at the two Aston Martins in 2nd and 3rd. Teammate Hulkenberg in 4th. What can he do to help us out?
In tribute to the Italian motorsport legend Michele Alboreto. It's a long right-hander. It dares you to keep your foot as far down on the throttle as you possibly can. It's one of the great corners on the calendar, and we're here at Monza ahead of the Italian Grand Prix. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Lance Stroll in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Fittipaldi, Hulkenberg, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, Perez, Sunshine, Joe, Sainz, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Albon, Théo Pourchaire, Behrman, Tsunoda, Ocon, and Frederick Vesti. And alongside me in the commentary box today.
Right, speed is key here today. We're going to want a low downforce setup. It does mean that DRS...
On the grid here in Monza, we got a 27 lap race ahead of us. Can we move forwards? We're underway here, and we get a decent start. Perez not so good away, but the problem is we've got cars blocking us in front. That's compromising me. I'm having to back off. Through goes Perez, through goes Zhou. Ollie Behrman having a look up the inside. Gasly is also there, and Gasly is actually getting past me. And Gasly is through up into 10th. We're down to 11th. The two Red Bulls in 12th and 13th. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Are we going to have a dive for Gasly here? Yes, we are. And you know what? We make that move work very nicely and move back into the top 10. However, we have got Zhou and Perez in front of us. And lap 2 We are attacking the Alpine of Zhou. Can we get through with another dive up the inside of the second chicane? Yes, we can. Through we go. And back into the position we qualified in. And I'm now pushing hard to see where we can put ourselves. For now, we're pulling away. Gasly and Verstappen have got past Zhou, so he's having a moment somewhere. And they have got through. Gasly now into 10th. Leclerc setting the fastest lap. From what I can tell, he's checking out. And we have now beat that fastest lap. But the problem is, we're in a massive DRS train. And round here, that doesn't help things. But they're getting backed up into turn 1. And we were nearly able to have a look at Sergio Perez. Now we're going to try that again. Can we outbrake? No. Although he's still getting backed up, and we have a look. Is it enough to force an overtake? I don't know, but we're using fine margins here to get through. And we take Sergio Perez, moving into the top 8. Perez now 9th, and Verstappen ahead of Gasly in 10th, as we brake as late as we dare. And these guys, they're all having their own battle. They are really getting their heads down here. Lance Stroll dropping the fastest lap of the race. Perez getting ready to have a look at me. I'm not letting that happen. If anything, I'm diving down the inside of Hamilton and trying to make a move work there. And we have made a move work there. And now we've got 2 of our championship contenders right in front of us. George Russell and Lando Norris. Hamilton is right behind us, as is Perez. And this is a long battle, which I think one of the Aston Martins, or both of the Aston Martins, are holding up. What can we do down the straight, though? Draining the battery. Again, the DRS train doesn't help us at all. We're going to try and find a way through here. There might be a way on the outside if we brake a bit later. And that gap is just going to close. So there's nothing in doing there, trying that one. But Norris does get ahead of Russell, and that means the championship leader is in our sights. Albeit our other main rival, Charles Leclerc, is about a mile down the road. But I'm taking comfort right now in that 2 of my contenders are right in front of me, and we're all in the same battle. So I'm seeing the potential here. There's a long way to go in this race yet. Anything can happen. And now we're having a look at Russell. Can we get him? No. Tuck him back in. Russell nearly loses it as he goes to the outside. Hulkenberg. So it's Hulkenberg holding this lot up then. Leclerc and Stroll have disappeared. Fittipaldi's now ahead of Hulkenberg. And I think it is Nico Hulkenberg keeping everything back here, which is good for us. But we're struggling to make our way forwards. However, we got a run on Norris here. We've got a big run here as we now look to the inside. But Norris moves across, and I'm trying to take avoiding action, and we've lost it! Oh! That is a nasty accident. And that has put us out. I was trying to find space. Norris then comes across, and I'm left trying to take last minute avoiding action. And wow, that is nasty. That is terrifying. But we are out of the Italian Grand Prix. A DNF when we cannot afford them. And I think in terms of championship prospects, we are out.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula
He
1.
won in Spa, he wins in Monza. That's Charles Leclerc with 2 in a row, with Lance Stroll getting second and Lando Norris getting third, and Russell and Fittipaldi rounding out the 5. From my perspective of that, I was trying to find space down the inside. Norris then suddenly moved across. I moved to the right, but then I had to try and move back because I don't know what Norris was doing. He was still coming across, and that's when I tagged him and lost it. I don't know where Lando was expecting me to go there, or should I say the AI of Lando was expecting me to go there. But that last minute avoiding action, I did give him a little tap, but I was already losing the car then, and that's a horrible accident, and 47 points behind with 6 races remaining. That's a tall order even at the best of times. So I don't know, we'll try. We will try. I am not giving this up just yet. However, Leclerc is now 15 points within and Norris is 26. Thank you for watching this installment of Career Mode. Don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe if you're new and you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, I have been Joe, TTFN, ta-ta for now, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, see you all soon.